Hi everyone, welcome to my third C++ tutorial. Today we will learn comments in C++. So when I say comments in C++, these are something which are used to put some text in the code which we do not want compiler to compile, or we can say it's like we can explain about the code, we can put some small notes in the code, but these are usually ignored by the compiler. So let me let's write some basic code. Before writing the code, let me put down the screen, like there are two types of comments. uh, Comments in C++, because so there are two types. We have single line comment, and second one is we have multi-line comment. For single line comment we use 2 // for multi-line comments we use 1 /* then put something here and then close it again with star, then // so let's write in a let's see one example. So uh, let's write one basic program. I'll put here cout. So sorry, yes, std, because I'm not including the namespace here, and I'll say hello and then return. Now, so when you compile this code and run it, it will just display hello on the screen. Now, if I put single line comment here like this slash, and if you run, nothing will happen because this statement or this line will be ignored by the compiler. It will not become part of compiler. And let's say if I want to, so one more real world example of comment is, which is adopted by professionals when we are writing, or they are writing big projects. They will put a header here in the beginning and using multi-line comment. So let me show you. We don't have space here, but like this, and I will say something. They will use, like, they will say who is the author, XYZ, what date was, on what date it was written, XX XX something, XX 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 XX, something like this, and then they can include one more description, something like this. So usually they will this very good example, like they add detail about this file or the header file or the CPU file in the beginning of this file itself by making use of multi-line comment. Now if they do not want to use multi-line comment here, they can make use of single line comment here also, but that does not look good. So if I use single line comment here for the same thing, I'll put XYZ and then date, some date, and then description, some description. So this is also possible. Sometimes people write like this, but if I want to make use of multi-line comment, I will put everything like this in this multi-line comment. So this is one use. Now this is ignored by the compiler. It is not part of the code. When you compile it, it does not become part of the binary. Now if, let's say, there was, so we put comment here, we remove this from compilation, won't do anything, just display. And if I put a comment here, then you may get one compiler error because you're trying to uncomment, which is really required. Or if you put comment here before this closing brace, then also you'll get compiler error. So if by mistake if you put this comment somewhere where it should be, but then in that case you'll get compilation error. So one more example, like I'll give you, let's say I'm doing some mathematics operation, and after the operation I want to put something like this. I can put like this code, this code was part of Jira story 1 2 3 4. So Jira is one platform used for uh, tracking bugs or some application level stuff. So whenever in real app projects we are creating a projects and we divide the project into smaller parts, each part has one Jira number, and that can be put here in the code, so that in future if some other developer is looking into the code, he or she can identify, oh, this piece of code was written for this Jira story, so they can go to that Jira story or ticket and then find out why this piece of code was written, what was the requirement. This is a use of comments, like say whether it is single line comment or multi-line comments. And so few more interesting thing so about this. Let's say you have let's say you have written two, I'll put here two comments. Let me remove this. Two comments, say like is just saying hello, and then this is my code. So these are two lines. Like this, you have written a number of lines, but you can still wrap these two statements or these two comments inside multi-line comment like this. There is no harm in that. Nothing. You won't get any compilation error. And if you want to put single line comment in multiple times in the same line, that is also possible. You won't get any compilation error. So look here, if this is single line comment, if I want to put one more double slash here, it won't affect, but this is not good practice. It won't look good. So you don't need to put unnecessary. So these are very helpful, and we can use combination of these things. But in multi-line comments, let's say if I'm putting something like this, hi there, this is my code, this is for Jira story, Jira ticket 1 2 3 4, and I put some more thing, uh, bug fix. So this is for bug fix comment. Now I can use single line comment inside each other, but if I want to put one more here, if I put multi-line statement here in the middle of something, then what will happen? What will happen here? This is the valid multi-line comment, but what will happen? This will give compilation error because this is the end here. So we have to be very careful when you are using multi-line comment inside another multi-line comment. So you may get compilation error also. So let me show you. Let's write this small code for this single line and multi-line comment. I'll use code block. In my sometime I'll show you example. So this is my existing program which I created in my previous video. So if I run this, you will see hello, how are you. But if I close this and put a single line comment here at line number 6 and save it and then build it before run, build it, or I can say compile it and then run it, you will see just hello, how are you, because first part is comment and it has been ignored by the compiler. Now, as I said, multiple line comments, I can put everything in multi-line comment also. If I put this inside multi-line comments, then we won't get any compilation error. Then also we won't get any compilation error. So I saved it, I built it, and then if I run it, the output will be same, no error. And if I want to include this 10th statement at line number 10th and move it inside this, then the this program will not print anything on the console. I can build it and then run. So nothing is there. You can see here it printed nothing. Now, as I said earlier, in real projects, software engineers make use of multi-line comment in the beginning of the file, and they'll put something like author XYZ, date, what date it was written on, and some description about this file. So mostly you will see these kind of multi-line comments in the beginning of the file in header files, because header file, we'll talk about header file in future videos, but for now you can like understand like this type of comments we use in header files. We can, if I want to put some long description somewhere here, then also we can put in the middle of the code anywhere wherever we need using multi-line statement. So if I run this, see, this is blank. I haven't put anything, but it will be ignored by the compiler, so you don't need to worry. It does not mean that if I have added multi-line comment and I'm not adding something here, then it will give error. It's not like that. I'll save it and build it, or I can say compile it and then run it. So yeah, it is not printing anything. That was expected. I hope you like my explanation. If you have any like simple doubt or small query in the code, you can add your comment in the comment box. I'll be more than happy to reply you.